Shalom, I'm Nina Abrahams. I'm 22 years old and just graduated this past May from Binghamton University with a degree in human development and a minor in studio arts. I participated in Yahel's Negev Service Corps last summer in 2015 with about 15 other amazing cohort members and two madrichim, Ori and Lilach. They're great. We learned about different social justice issues and learned about the different communities of people living in Israel and the hardships they face every day. One that really sticks with me is our visit to South Tel Aviv. To be honest, I didn't know so much about South Tel Aviv before, but when we got there, we spoke to an Eritrean refugee who discussed the political turmoil and hardships he faced in Eritrea and his journey to Israel, searching for some sort of safe place he can be before he can return to his homeland, Eritrea, when it's safer to be there. He discussed the hardships every day that he faces, and it was a lot to take in, especially if you didn't know so much about it beforehand. And that's what happened to us throughout the program. We went to different communities and we tried to understand different problems that different communities faced. And later in the day, we were able to discuss as a group, just a group together, what do those problems mean to us? What do they mean to us as individuals, as people, as Jews in Israel? A lot to think about, and it was a lot to discuss, and it was a powerful situation to be there. Aside from that, we also had the opportunity to volunteer in Be'er Sheva, where we were based, and I was with one of my good friends in Beit Hila, which is a women's shelter. It was kind of like a buffer zone in between the abusive situation that the girls and women face and their next steps. Most of the women are meant to be there for around 2 months, not so much longer. So our experience being there was actually pretty timely because we were there for about a month and they were there about 2 months. So I felt like we were able to make a little bit of an impact. It was very difficult also to listen to these stories that these girls and women faced. Some of them were very young. It was from ages 12 to 26. So it was heartbreaking to hear the suffering they've experienced so young in their lives. And I felt very blessed that I was able to be there and help them during their healing processes. Again, it was a powerful situation to be in, to be there at that time with those young women. But we did fun things too. We did Zumba classes, art classes. We tried to teach them a little English, played different games. It was powerful. It was wonderful. I would say this program, it made me feel the least like a tourist. It's the first time I really didn't feel like a tourist in Israel. I have family who lives in Israel. I was on a gap year program for 9 months, and I even did some volunteering there. I was on another organized trip earlier that year, but really being on Yahel, being able to meet different communities that I didn't have access to before was, I felt like I belonged, like I was knowing the real Israel, and that by speaking to these different communities and having dialogues, that I had more of a place there because I was getting to know the real Israel, at least a little bit more than I did before, and it was life-changing. So my plans now, in August, in just a few more weeks, I will be enlisting in the IDF through a program called Garin Sabar, which is for non-Israelis to move to Israel and to enlist in the IDF together. So I'll actually be on a kibbutz in the south, in the Negev. where I'll be living before I'm drafted. And this program, Yahel, helped me affirm that I wanted to serve Israel, and this is a way that I feel like I need to serve it right now. And if you have any questions, please feel free to email me at abrahams.nina@gmail.com, and I hope to see you in Israel. Thanks.